everybody, it's SaskiaSketches, and today we're doing another analysis video of one of my animatics, this time Violence. Before we get into it, I just wanted to say real quick that there's quite a bit of blood in this animatic. I did have a warning at the beginning of the animatic and in the description as well. But apparently it wasn't clear enough to some people, so just a heads up, it's drawn blood, but it's still quite a bit of blood, so in case that's triggering to you, perhaps don't watch this video. Okay, let's get into it. Oh yeah, there's also a couple flashing images as well. The music is by KANAYA, which is just a lovely artist here on YouTube, and I have a link to this song in particular in the description down below, but she's done so much other cool stuff, and I highly recommend checking out her work, especially if you're into the Dream SMP, because she's done quite a bit of Dream SMP songs. This is actually a Dream SMP song, but whilst I was listening to it, I was just, you know, this is Tan. This is so Tan, so I had to make an animatic about it. Okay, so this first shot is an establishing shot. It's just me and Tan here together, and this animatic in particular, I was going for a more, I wouldn't say polished look, but a more detailed look. So although these are still sketches, I put in more effort, and I don't have as many frames as I usually do, just to make it look just a little bit extra pretty. See, so whereas this movement is just two frames, I'd normally probably animate something tiny like this. But yeah, I do really like how it looks. And you can see that I'm just, you know, concerned, worried, biting my lip, and just like the next line is going to explain what Tan sees.
There's a glimmer of hope in your eyes, but a worry in your face.
Yeah, so it's him just looking up at me, and he's like, yeah, you know, there's a glimmer of hope in your eyes, but a worry in your pace. So, which is, you know, me usually, not just in my story Light in the Darkness, but also IRL. I like to remain hopeful, but fear and worry still quite a struggle for me. But this animatic, Tan's gonna try and help me out with that.
The urge in me is pinning me down. I'm antagonized. I'll throw it away, block out the whispers and carve my own path.
This is, I think, my favourite sequence, quote-unquote sequence of images in this animatic, and there's a thunderstorm, so if you can hear it, that's why. But I'm recording, so I'm not going to stop now. I really love how the shading changes from the first image to the second one, because I was drawing this, and I really liked how it was looking, but then something didn't feel quite right, and I was like, oh, it's the shading, and I changed the lighting a little bit, and oh, it looks so good, I think. I really like how it looks. Because here's the thing, drawing stuff with Tan in it is always difficult, because this guy has like 4 different light sources on him, and it's difficult to keep track of all of them.
You better take a deep breath and close your eyes in 5, 4, 3, 2.
And of course I couldn't resist just doing the closing eyes thing, animating it, because it's such a small thing, and you know, might as well, it's an animatic anyway.
I pulled the trigger and it screams of agony.
Okay, so the the whole concept of this animatic is Tarn, kind of, because, okay, a little bit of lore for the Light and the Darkness world is that Tarn is one of the elemental animals, and every single elemental animal represents an aspect of me, and Tarn represents doing what's right just because it's right, but he also has a job, and his job, well, all the elementals have this job, but Tarn takes it a little bit more seriously, or he's just a little bit more intense about it, I suppose. He protects my personal boundaries, and he just, just protecting me in general, and the thing that is causing me so much strife at the moment is worry, and it's fear, and it's anxiety and panic, and I explained this in the last, or I mentioned it briefly in the last analysis video of an animatic, but I invert the color scheme to hint at the spiritual world. So this everything in the inverted color scheme is in, quote unquote, would take place in the spiritual world. So all these figures here that Tarn is attacking are demons, and spirits of fear and of worry and anxiety and negative thoughts, that kind of thing. So that's what Tarn is doing here, and that is what he's protecting me from, because usually in the story he's protecting me from physical things, but now we're kind of like stepping away from that, stepping a little bit farther into what it means to be safe, I guess, or protecting me from something beyond the physical.
Echo down the streets, the name of my enemy written in burgundy with their own blood.
I take it back. I said that the other thing was my favorite. I like this so much. I don't know what it is, but I just love the slow pan down and then add blood. Just I don't like blood in real life, but I do think it's quite fun to draw. I really am not a fan of blood and gore and everything, but I do like it in the context of Tarn. I don't know, I think Tarn just has like, sometimes I just feel like drawing a lot of blood. I don't know why. I'm not a violent person. Any of you who know me will definitely testify to that. But I don't know, I think it's very powerful imagery when it's done sparingly, and this is not sparingly, but I draw and use blood sparingly, so when I do use it I go all out, if that makes sense. So Tarn obviously being quite victorious over all these negative thoughts and feelings, he's doing quite a good job at taking them all out. And I only speak with violence, still like very, very much a Tarn thing. I don't know how many of you guys have read my screenplay, but Tarn is, pretty violent every now and then. Like, I try and contain him and stop him, but as much as I can. But he obviously he's a lion. He's not a house cat. How am I going to control a lion? But yeah, so he's really like taking charge, and it's a one-sided fight basically, because the figures in the foreground, they're running away, and he's winning. And this whole animatic is also about a more like Christian spiritual lesson. So when something or somebody upsets you, you can either get mad at the person or the thing, or you can get mad at the cause of it, which in Christianity would be the devil. So basically attacking the problem at the root is what we're doing here.
So look me in the eyes if you dare. You learn a lesson right then and there.
This might actually be my favorite. I don't know. I love this little bit of animation, because the rest of the animatic was so static. That rhymed. I love it when he just like pounces like that. That looks so cool. I really like how I was able to do it. Just watch it again. Just watch it again. And that was this animatic. Thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more art videos every single Friday. Have a great weekend, guys, and keep on sketching. Bye!